Okay, so usual process for the class. We'll do 15 minutes of warm up, but if you're not up for the 15 minutes of warm up, we'll move on to the meditation, and so that can be sitting or lying down or standing meditation. But if you can manage the warm up, do so. And if not, you can always imagine doing the warm up. The power of your mind is immense. And so even if you can only do tiny versions of the exercise, that's still fine. Just imagine you can do the whole sweeping version of the exercise. So we gently turn from side to side. Just allow the hands to tap softly onto the body. The feet should be at a nice, generous shoulder width. When I say shoulder width to people, I often notice they stand at hip width. So that's just as wide as your hips. But imagine your shoulders are much wider than your hips. You give yourself a generous, wide stance. And in medical Qigong, which I studied for many years, they say even wider than hip width. You can go generous, wide, open stance. What we want is a good, solid foundation that you can do the exercise from. So don't worry about the stance being too wide, but do worry about it being too small. So give yourself a generous shoulder width upon which to do these exercises. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, keeping the elbows nice and relaxed. So sometimes I see people do this exercise without turning their waist, and they just have their elbows sort of bent and they're just sort of tapping themselves. So try to make the waist turn, allow the elbows to be very flexible and the wrists to be flexible so that the hands curl around your body. Make sure the waist is turning from side to side. So often say, think about your belly button moving from hip to hip, but we're really thinking about deep inside the core of your body moving. So you can think about the belly button and see if it's moving from hip to hip, but actually what we really want is the inside of the body moving, the core of the body moving. So as the core of the body moves, it rotates the spine. As the spine moves, it rotates the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists, and everything gently curls around the body and taps on. So you open up the palms and you can feel your palms gently slap against the side of the body. You can feel the back of your wrist tapping the Ming Men gate at the small of your back, and you can feel the forearms gently tapping onto Du Qi, the belly button. You can feel that as you turn, spine turns, the shoulders move, the hands move. We'll get the neck involved in a moment. But also, if you think about waist downwards, you can feel your hips moving. You can feel there's a gentle movement in your knees and even a gentle movement in your ankles. So this just gets qi flowing through the entire body. What could be better? Okay, let's move into the second phase of this exercise. We don't go quite as quickly now. We slow down a little bit. We also put a longer turn on. So now we use the neck as well to see if we can get the whole of the body and the neck to turn. So this has got a propensity to make you slightly dizzy. And if you feel dizzy, the best thing to do is to concentrate on your big toes. So just feel the surface where your big toe squeezes against the floor. And just put pressure onto that area on each of your toes. And just feel the connection with the ground and experience the space between your big toe and the floor. And then you can move on to the next toe and eventually onto the middle toe, squeezing them and feeling how they connect. moving down onto the ring toe and onto the little toe. And just feel the space between each of those toes and the surface of the floor. And then feel the connection between the ball of the foot and the floor. And so just keep your mind in that process. What you're doing there is you're rebalancing your qi using a Chinese principle called Yi Dao, Qi Dao. Yi Dao, where the mind moves, Qi Dao, the qi follows, flows probably. And so your mind is moving into your toes and the qi is following your mind. So no longer is it up in your head, making you feel dizzy. It's now moved itself downwards in the body and the balance starts to be restored. And so from this, we understand that dizziness is qi flowing up into the head. And we understand that Yi Dao, Qi Dao is the method by which we heal our body. So if you think about a normal day, you whack your elbow on the door as you're coming through. And you think, ow, and you look at your elbow, and then you rub your elbow, not aggressively, but vigorously. And you look at it and you think, oh, wow, and that's it. So that is Yi Dao, Qi Dao in practice. You're actually looking at your elbow, you're rubbing your elbow, you're bringing your attention to your elbow. And that when that happens, the qi starts flowing there. And then when that happens, the blood follows. And when that happens, of course, all the nutrients that are required to sort of heal the area follow as well. And so Yi Dao, Qi Dao, this is how we heal ourselves. We put our mind in a particular part of the body, and that brings healing to that area. So sometimes you'll hear me say, imagine you're like a lighthouse standing there and you can send a wave of healing qi down into your, and then fill in the blank, down into your knee, down into your liver, down into your ankle, into your eyes, whatever it might be. And you imagine being able to send this wave of healing light wherever it's required in the body. And that's the first principle of healing. Okay, so let's let this exercise fade gently to a stop. Never need to do anything quickly in Qigong, just bring it to a gentle stop. We're going to pull down the heavens, another way to balance the body. So imagine lifting Qi up, drawing it up above the head. And then when we pour down, you can imagine your Qi hands moving through your Qi body, moving any excess energy out of the head, drawing it back down into the belly, storing it deep inside the belly. We pause just a moment and then let the hands relax. And imagine creating a circuit down through the legs back into the earth. So it's not more than a sort of half a second's pause, but it is just bringing the attention from the heavens down through the body, drawing all the qi to focus it deep into the belly. And then letting the connection continue on down. So this is a version of an exercise called pulling down the heavens, drawing qi down through the body. Imagine moving, combing the qi from your head, bring it deep into your chest, flowing it down into your belly where it's stored, and then letting the hands relax and the qi flows on down into the earth. So if you still feel lightheaded, keep doing that 10 times. There's never a problem with sitting down. There's never a problem with lying down. This class is entirely for you. It's, I'll give the ideas and directions, but you must make it fit yourself. Okay, so we're going to do some simple forward and back bends just to get the spine going. So we've rotated the spine quite a bit. Now we're going to lengthen the spine. So just gently lift the hands up into the blue sky. And then just coordinate the arms and ears. And so to be clear, I'm not talking about squeezing the arms against the ears. I'm just talking about keeping them level with each other. Tipping over the head, the arms, the ears, that bends the nape of the neck. And then we go into the upper back, middle back, lower back, and eventually we get down into wherever the body will naturally take us, a gentle hanging posture, back of the neck soft and relaxed. Okay, great. So let's extend softly down towards our toes and release, down towards the roots of our toes and release. All our insteps and release, stretching back towards our heels so the stretch gets gently deeper each time, and then let the body hang there. In order to stand upright,
We lift our tailbone up behind, and then we gently push our tailbone to the front of the body and start to feel the spine stacking up. And then we're trying to bring up the arms and the ears at the same speed. So they come up like a cantilever all the way up to the top. And then you gently release your knees and hips forward, and you can lean back. Stretching up and gently back. Up and gently back. Up and gently back. Good. Hands up into the blue sky. We can do a side bend. Let the left hand come down. Right hand gently curls over the top of the body. Right hand goes down. Open up the left side of the body. Stretch the arm gently over. Down on the left. And down on the right. Draw the hands up into the blue sky. Stretch up, arms and ears only. Body stays straight. Arms are parallel to the floor, then let the upper back bend, let the middle back bend, let the lower back bend, let the body hang down, take off the pressure off the back of the neck. Just release and relax and hang here. Nice soft knees. Back of the neck is soft. So the first line is between the toes. Stretch gently down towards that line and release. The next line is between the roots of our toes. Stretch towards that and release. Next line is between the insteps. As you can see, it just gets gradually deeper and release. And eventually back to the heels. Nice deep bend. Good. Just let the body hang and relax there. So to get standing upright, we lift the tailbone to point up behind us, and then we swing the tailbone to the front of the body and start assembling the spine. Engage the arms and ears as one piece and draw those up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Just let the knees, hips gently drift forward. You can lean back. Up and gently back. Up, gently back. Up and gently back. Very good. Stretching hands up into the blue sky. Side bends, left hand comes down. Let the right side of the body gently open. Down on the right side, the left opens. On the left, and on the right. Good. Hands up into the blue sky. So we'll go through this whole process again, but try to keep your legs straight this time. If we straighten the legs, we just give our hamstrings a bit of a stretch. So tipping over, arms and ears, body stays straight, legs straight. Arc into the upper back, into the middle back, into the lower back. You gently hang down, and if possible, you keep the legs straight as possible. So now if you shift the weight a tiny bit forwards into your toes, you'll just feel the hamstrings extending a little bit more. Great, okay, so let's make our first extension softly toward the toes. Release toward the roots of our toes. Release toward our insteps. Release toward our heels, nice deep bend. Release, relax, body hangs. Gently lift the tailbone up behind. Gently push the tailbone to the front. Slowly roll the spine up. Arms and ears gently drift up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Stretch, stretch up. Knees and hips drift forward as you lean back. Up. And gently back. Up. And back. up and back. Good. Hands come down on the left side, right side of the body stretches open. Down on the right side, left side opens. On the left. And on the right. Okay. One more time through the whole process with nice straight legs. So we just stretch up, head and arms tip over, upper back, middle back, lower back. Body relaxed and hangs down. Legs stay as straight as they can. Just relax here in this posture for a moment. Okay, so make our first extension down toward the toes. And release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. In line with our insteps. And release. And eventually just heading back toward the heels in a nice, comfortable, deep bend. Okay, so the body just hangs there. Lift the tailbone up behind. Tailbone pushes softly toward the front of the body. Spine starts to roll up. Head, arms, and ears gently gather up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Softly release knees and hips forward as you lean back. Stretching up and gently back. Up and back. Up and gently back. Stretching up. Left hand curls down, right side of the body opens. Right hand curls down, left opens. Down on the left. And down on the right. Good. Draw the hands up into the blue sky. Just allow the hands to gently come down the sides of the body. So as the hands come down, the level of the chi sort of comes down in the body as well. Just settle the hands down. Feel the chi move down in your body. And then to re-emphasize that, hands go into the earth, lift up. Pour chi down. Moving the chi into the center of the body. Moving the chi deep inside the belly, just pausing for a second, and then relaxing the hands down as they flow. Gather again. And pull. Again. The only thing I would say about this exercise is just take it easy if you have a very low blood pressure, because it can help lower the blood pressure. It's used in China. A much more sort of aggressive version of this is used in China to lower the blood pressure, but you can still also lower your blood pressure a bit. So if you already have low blood pressure, take it easy with this particular exercise. Let's just bring the hands onto the belly then. So we can gently draw the chi down, move the chi through the body, and then bring the hands to settle on the belly. So much of Qigong is about our intention. And if you really intend to lower your blood pressure, if you really intend to earth yourself, to bring yourself back into the center, then that can be really effective. And so the point about it is that it depends about how much mental capacity you put behind each exercise. Because if you really want to bring about a healing, you can couple it with the power of your mind. You can really see qi surging through a part of your body. But clearly, if you're putting all your concentration behind pulling the qi down and really bringing it into your belly, as I mentioned, if you've got low blood pressure, you can really actually make yourself pass out. I've seen it happen before. And so in the case of someone who's got low blood pressure, what we do is just do the pulling down, but you just make your intention ever so light. I sort of can't really describe it. So I always say to people, it's like a sort of summer breeze gently blowing through your body, as opposed to you, combing through with a sort of an iron rake or something like that. So, I mean, how do you draw a distinction between how much intention you use? Not an easy thing to describe. But you get the idea. So when I say, take it easy, if you're someone who has low blood pressure, you could just sort of drift your hands gently through your body and have everything come back into perfect alignment in your mind. If you're someone who has high blood pressure, you could use that exercise with real vigor and really imagine, all the blood pressure coming down into the center of your body and the blood pressure lowering throughout your body. So intention is the second part of our sort of healing story. So the first part is Yidao Qidao, which is making the mind move to a certain part of the body to bring about healing. But the second thing is the intensity that you use to bring about that healing. So if you're just thinking, oh, I'll just bring the qi here and it'll be fine. That's not much intensity behind it. But if what you're thinking to yourself is, bring the qi deep inside to heal, bring it inside. So that's why you hear me oft repeat, blood and qi flowing well, all functions of the body returning to perfect working order. Because if we repeat these ideas in our head, blood and qi flowing well, abundance of energy in the body, healing coming about, then your brain starts to get used to the idea that that is the case. So we're using our second layer, which is the intention of these exercises, the strength of our intention, because our minds are exceptionally powerful. The image that we often use is the idea of a 100-watt light bulb. So the 100-watt light bulb can make your whole room bright. But if we take a 100-watt laser, which is now the same wattage of light, focused, we can cut through metal. So is your mind generally like a 100-watt lamp, or can you make it like a 100-watt laser? So this is the difference about our intention, drawing powerful intention behind the healing process, almost insisting upon that being the case, insisting upon bringing that healing about. So today when we do our Ming Jue meditation, we're going to work through a usual relaxation, and then we're going to move on to this idea of bringing our focus to our healing process. We can use the focus on healing our own bodies at first, and then we can focus on moving our energy to sending healing to other people, someone else. So it's nice to think about healing yourself, but it's also nice to think about healing someone else. And just before we move on to that idea, I'd like to just tell you about a discussion I had with my teaching partner, John. And we were talking about sending someone healing. And he was saying, but how do you know what healing they need? And I was saying, well, I'm not being specific about it. I'm just sending them good qi. And so then we agreed to disagree on the subject. And then we find a concord, which was to call it unconditional love. And I think that's exactly it. So when you send unconditional love to someone, you're putting your intention behind helping them to heal themselves, but you're not specifying what needs to be healed in them because you don't know that. And so we allow our unconditional love to flow into someone else's life. We'll do a little bit of that toward the end of this little session. So first of all, we'll allow unconditional love, healing qi to pour through our bodies, and then we'll allow unconditional love to pour through someone else's life. Okay, so let the hands gently down by the sides. Bring the feet together.
Today we'll use a Zheneng Qigong opening to bring us into this meditation. So just standing with our feet together, or sitting is no problem. We can just turn the palms to face towards the back, lift the wrists up to 90 degrees, and then we gently push the hands forward. It's not very far. It's just the length of a hand and then back beside your thighs. Gently push forward and draw back. Gently push forward and draw back. Let the hands relax. Gather a ball of qi and lift it up in front of your tummy. Lovely ball of qi, flowing energy back through the belly button, deep inside. Turn the palms to face down. Gather the hands to the sides and slowly round to the back. So now we draw the ball of qi round and hold it level with the small of our back, sending qi into the belly, but from this direction now. Draw the hands gently up the side of the body, and lightly just touch underneath the armpit. This allows us to send qi deep inside our middle energy field. Middle dantian, filled with qi. Elbows drift backwards. Hands move forwards. Extend out into the blue sky and gather back blue sky qi. Send that deep inside your brain. So now we're sending the qi deep through. This point here is called yin tang on the third eye. Sending qi deep inside the brain, filling the brain with energy. Let the elbows open, let the wrists open, the whole body expands out, out, out into the blue sky, whereupon we turn our palms down and then turn them over, gathering qi, and we gently lift qi up above the crown of the head into the prayer position. Now you can extend a little bit, give yourself a stretch up. Let the hands drift down slowly over the crown of the head. The hands drift down slowly in front of the face. Let the hands drift down in front of the heart. We've got a little instruction called step on qi. So stand on your heels and open your toes to 90 degrees. Stand on your toes, open the heels to parallel, and then maybe open the heels a little bit wider than parallel. Make a little ball of qi with your hands and let them settle. Settle this ball just over your belly button. There's a nice little circle you make with your thumbs and little fingers, and that circle sits with the belly button right in the center of it. Try and maintain this little space between your fingers. Try and maintain the integrity of the ball, and we're just softly touching the fingertips, ever so softly. They say you could hold a little piece of rice paper between your fingers without crushing it. So we just stand here. We think about Dr. Pang's 8 phrases. The instructions in 8 phrases are: imagine yourself connecting down into the ground. Imagine the earth, qi flowing up. Imagine qi from the heavens pouring down into your body. Imagine qi from your hands gathering deep inside the body. So this posture is called 3 centers merge. The qi flowing up from the earth, the qi flowing down from the heavens, nature qi gathering, and the 3 centers merge deep inside your belly. So this is a great posture for healing, because we're in a perfect stance that is gathering lots of energy. We keep our knees gently softened. We keep our tailbone slightly pushing toward the front. We keep our chin slightly drawn to the back. The tailbone sits down, but the spine stands up. Bai Hui on top of the head pushes up. So you have this interesting dichotomy. The bottom of the spine going down, but the top of the spine going up makes our spine nice and long, open. So as we stand here, this is the perfect posture for gathering qi into the body, allowing the body to heal. So we can let our whole body relax. Try and quieten the mind down so that it's not a babbling brook. Just make it still, like a mountain pool of water, clear, clean, reflecting the blue sky, still.
whole body relaxed. Feel chi throughout the whole body. Scan through your body. See what it is that you might need to work with today. What comes to mind? We can allow healing chi to pour into whatever area of the body is required. Fill your body with chi. Allow the healing chi to go deep inside. Feel from the core of your body out to your skin. Feel beyond the skin barrier into what's called your Wei Qi layer, a sort of inch of chi round the outside of your skin. Feel beyond that. This is your chi body. Feel beyond that. There's the chi of nature, chi of our world. Can you tell where the world begins and where you end? Can you tell where you end and the world begins? No inside and no outside. Feel the chi field. Feel the connection between us. This vast Zheneng Qigong chi field that you can plug into. So many other people, millions upon millions, plug into the Zheneng Qigong field along with you. Such good information available here. It's like a vast library of healing. That of the millions of people who are in this chi field, if you have a problem, there are going to be millions of people who have the solution, who have a fully working version of whatever it is you need fixing. But that's also true because you're bringing your good information to the chi field too. And other people can experience your good information. So we have our vast Zheneng Qigong Chi family library of good information. Allow yourself to just bathe in that chi field today. So we become a bit more focused with our Ming Jue meditation. We start to bring our attention to the third eye. And then from the third eye, go deep into the center of the head. In the center of the head, well, geographically, we're talking about the pineal or the pituitary, somewhere deep in the core of the head. This is called Shenji Palace in ancient Chinese. Shenji, Shen is sort of spirit, so it's not something to do with the spirit palace, if you like. But we can actually draw our attention to Shenji Palace by calling for it. So say out loud, Shenji. Relax in the center of your head. Relax your consciousness. Shenji. Deep inside the core of your brain. Shenji. 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 observe the center of your head. Say Shenji a little bit more quietly. Shenji. Say Shenji in silence, deep inside your head. Silent and deep inside your brain. Only observe the subtle vibration. Observe the core of your brain. Now we can gently imagine expanding the center of our brain out into the blue sky. Just imagine this vibration of the core of your brain out in the blue sky. Expand further. Think of our solar system expanding out. Think of our galaxy. Think of the Milky Way expanding out. Think of the vastness of our entire universe expanding out. Universes and universes beyond expanding out. Allow yourself to be totally open, relaxed, expanded, vast. Merge your chi with the chi of the universe. Allow yourself to be one. Empty, yet not empty. Bring the vastness of the universe slowly back toward you. The vastness of the universe, imagining coming back, Milky Way, our galaxy, finding our solar system, finally Earth, drawing chi back, and now the vastness of the universe pouring through your body, merging with your chi. Feel the entirety of the universe. Observe this chi in your head. Observe this chi in your neck. Observe this chi in your shoulders and your arms. Observe this chi in your spine. Observe this chi in your ribs, your upper torso, the middle of your torso, down into the lower part of your torso, into your hips and your pelvis. Observe the chi moving through your legs, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Feel pure awareness in the whole of your body. Now we say shu. Shu makes the inner space finer, allows us to merge better with the universe.
Feel your inner space and say, Shu. Feel how Shu refines our chi. Shu. Finest chi of the whole universe deep inside your body. Merge into the infinite universe. Inner space chi becomes as pure as the universe's chi. Feel the finest chi of the universe in every cell of your body. Perfect healing chi percolates through every cell. And say Shu a little bit more silently now. So Shu silently inside. Deep inside becomes more and more refined. Universe chi is pure and infinite. Relax into the infinity of the universe. See yourself as total
consciousness. There's a precious moment before we say Shu. Search for it. Shu gently arises, but there's a moment before Shu arises where everything is still. And then Shu spontaneously arises. Feel the intention before we say Shu. This moment that's pregnant with possibility. From this deep Ming Jue state, send good information through your body. Send healing to every part of your body. This perfect Ming Jue moment. We send total clarity. Send total clarity through every cell of your body. Send chi deep inside. Keep this still, deep state in your body. Feel the purity of the universe can cleanse and heal your body. Deep inside. From that crystal clear moment of Ming Jue, we can pour qi into healing our bodies. Where is it required? Feel that you can clarify the qi of your body to such an extent that it returns to the perfect original qi. No longer influenced by your life, no longer influenced by the choices you've made, no longer influenced by anything, just perfect, pure qi in your body, there to heal your body.
If there's a part of your body that you wish to put your hands on directly to work with it, then do so. You can move this healing chi through your body. So now we apply the principle Ida Chida. Move the chi, healing chi through the body wherever it's required. The purest, finest chi in the whole universe, deep inside your body, healing at the deepest level. Maybe you've stopped saying shu. Doesn't really matter. Maybe you stop and then you spontaneously start again. Everything's right. Nothing is wrong. Allow the chi to flow in your body. Allow your body to spontaneously heal. You can send this information to other people. From that crystal clear moment before you say shu, just send information. So think about a person who you'd like to help and just allow this chi to flow in an unconditional way to that person. So you draw the chi of the universe into your body and then allow this chi to flow into their lives. Just before you say shu, that moment, that moment when you're at your stillest, that moment when something is arising from the universe but is not quite here yet. In that beautiful moment, you're very present and very pure. Send this information deep into someone else's life. Healing chi pours into their life. Just recognize that moment before you say shu. And then gently try to keep that moment going today, like a candle, gently protecting the flame from the wind, gently nursing it along. It's very gentle, very subtle moment. Keep that state. Keep this healing going on in your body all day long. Just say shu to yourself a few more times. And we slowly start to bring our attention back to our belly, back to lower dantian. Sometimes the hands wander away. They hold a big ball of chi, or they wave around and do their own thing, or perhaps you've applied your hands onto your body to do some healing. Whatever the case, we gently draw them back to be on the belly, holding the little fingertips gently together. So we can bring the hands up into the prayer position in front of the heart. Step on chi. So we stand on the heels and toes to bring the feet back into the standing Shneng Qigong posture. As you stand here, palm against palm, fingers slightly inclined so the middle finger is kind of pointing up the bridge of your nose. Just feel the prayer position. Feel the power of this connection between your hands and your heart. Gently draw the hands slowly up in front of the face. Draw the hands up over the crown of the head. We can extend here through the heels, the tailbone, up the spine, fingertips, blue sky. And let the hands drift gently down over the crown of the head. As they do so, let your knees soften a little bit. Open up little finger, ring finger, middle finger. Just split the hands apart into a great wide up. Gently down to shoulder height. Scooping chi and gathering chi around to the front. Shoulder height and width. And then sending chi back inside. Allow the chi to flow from your middle fingers deep inside your brain. Fill your brain with chi. Feel that every cell in your brain is working well. Total clarity. All functions of your brain returning to perfect working order. Strong, powerful clarity. And then drift the elbows gently backwards. Allow the hands to drift underneath the armpits. Just touch softly underneath the armpits on the center line of your body. And we're sending the chi now into the middle energy field. So when we support middle dantian, the middle energy field, the chi flows into our heart, flows into our lungs, spleen, pancreas, liver, and kidneys. All the major organs benefit from this vast flow of chi going deep inside, but also the minor ones as well. Bladder and gallbladder, small intestines and large intestines, pericardium, that's the heart muscle, and stomach, of course. Fill with chi. All of the organs of the body strong, working really well. And then we just drift the hands toward the back, pointing towards the horizon with the palms facing up. And then the back of the hands start to move forwards. And when they're in line with the side of the body, we just gently turn the palms over. We send a great wave of chi out into the blue sky. And we're going to slowly bring some back for ourselves. So traditionally, it would always have been left hand first for men, right hand first for ladies. But actually, just whatever seems right to you. Just gather this lovely ball of chi and draw it deeply back through the belly button, deep inside lower dantian. It's as if we could take this vast ball, squash it, squeeze it, compact it deep inside our lower dantian. This lower energy field filled with chi. blood and chi flows well through your body. An abundance of energy flowing through every cell of your body. Every muscle, every tendon, every bone, deep inside the marrow. From the depth of the marrow right out to the skin and into your Wei Qi layer, we feel this Qi everywhere. Deep inside lower dantian in the belly is this vast reserve of energy. Allow it to flow up your spine, flowing up into your brain. Allow it to flow into your neck and into your shoulders, cascading down your arms to your fingertips. The whole of the spine illuminated. Illuminate your ribs and the upper torso, into the middle and lower torso. Allow this chi to flow into your hips and your pelvis, and then down into your thighs. Fill your thighs and your knees with chi. Bathe your knees in chi. Down into your calves. Bathe your Achilles and ankles in chi. All the way down to your feet. To the tips of your toes, the soles of your feet. Top of the head, the tip of your nose, tip of the fingers. The whole back surface of the body. We tend to forget the back surface of the body because we're so front facing, but allow the whole back of the body to be bathed in chi. Every cell abundant with chi, blood and chi flowing well. When we fill ourselves with chi, it's impossible for our problems to remain. So you fill yourself more and more and more, and the problems just gently get pushed out. Fill yourself with chi every day. Fill yourself with an abundance of energy and see your healing progressing. Okay, so sometimes really chronic problems take a while. Rome wasn't built in a day, but each step you take forward moves you towards complete healing. Be patient with your healing. Enjoy every single day of health. Enjoy every single day of feeling good. And step by step, everything will solve itself. Put a big smile on your face. Let's turn some circles around the belly. So we go anti-clockwise around the belly, 3 circles. And these circles, just draw any excess energy and pull it right into the core of you and hold it in the center. And then we have 3 circles in the opposite direction. And those 3 circles just close everything down. Remind the body we're coming back into daily mode, normal life. So just hold the hands on the belly. And as we stand here, we imagine our Wei Qi layer. So it's about an inch of Qi round your skin, encapsulating your whole body, a protective layer of Qi, strong, powerful. Imagine your Wei Qi layer. And then round it, imagine your Qi body, about 1 meter in front, behind, left, right, up, down. This vast bubble of Qi, you inside, safe, happy, big smile on your face. This lovely Qi field protects you, but it also connects you to the outside world. So see yourself as this being of light inside these shields of energy, safe, happy, everything working well, all functions of your body returning to perfect working order, all functions normal, all functions of your body normal. Big smile. Slowly open your eyes. Release the hands. Bring a bit of movement into your body. Perhaps you might want to bend and stretch, but if you do, don't come up too quickly. Just take your time with whatever you're doing. Nice and relaxed, nice and even, nice and slow, just to bring some movement in the body and stretch things out. Now, if you'll wait for a moment, I'm just going to adjust my screen and then we can all say Howla together. So, okay, that's it. Great, so now we can all say Howla together. So Howla means good already. Everything we've done is already fixed. And this is a kind of like affirmation. Howla, everything is good already. So put the hands up in the air. We count 1, 2, and I'll say Howla. So 1, 2. Howla. 1, 2. Howla. 1, 2. Howla. Oh, lovely. So we take the right hand and sweep it up, and the left hand sits on top, and we just draw the hands together and put the thumbs in the end. This is the Zheneng Qigong salute. So thank you very much for being here today. Really nice to see you all. This will go up online, so please don't hesitate to share it with all of your friends. Have a lovely day.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Joe. Wonderful.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.